Doesn't seem to be any room for negotiation, does there, from the EU side?
No, and you have to remember that the EU has also been painstakingly being involved in this process for 2 years now. So there certainly isn't any room for negotiation. And as Michel Barnier said, really what's on track now is damage limitation from Brexit. He said Brexit in general was a lose-lose, but that this withdrawal agreement agreed by all 28 member states was the only one that could take the UK into an orderly withdrawal from the European Union while maintaining the integrity of the single market, the customs union and the UK's constitutional order. Specifically, he also mentioned the importance of the backstop, which was required and necessary as an insurance policy to protect the Good Friday Agreement. And as we know, that's the most contentious part of this backstop. And he was sort of speaking to, I suppose, MPs in the UK who still believe that there could be some negotiation on the backstop or that it could be maybe removed from the withdrawal agreement. But he really made his mind up, and he made the point that this won't be happening.
Well, you just mentioned damage limitation a little bit earlier on there. And, you know, Michel Barnier has spoken out about the fact that this isn't necessarily going to be very good for the EU either, is it?
No, indeed. But I suppose he did make the point because he was speaking to the committees of the regions yesterday, and he was obviously making the point that the integrity of the single market, the customs union, and for the EU members, 27 remaining members, that they will be protected. But from what I've spoken to, or I've heard from sources I've spoken to, there is what I heard wargaming going on in all member states, because everybody has to prepare for the fact that the numbers really just don't stack up for Theresa May at the moment, and that there could be a no-deal scenario. But what people would have sort of said to me here is that they see that the probably best, most ideal way out of this situation, if there is to be no withdrawal agreement, would be an extension of Article 50 and possibly a second referendum. But you know, none of those things are clear. We know that in spite of Theresa May's robust defence of this withdrawal agreement, it probably won't pass. But at the same time, there isn't a majority for anything else within the UK House of Commons. So all eyes on the UK here from Brussels.